Dear Twitch slash Dan Clancy, I have one question for you. Is Twitch a platform or a publisher? That is my question that I would like to ask. If Twitch is a platform, which I believe it is, I believe that is what it is declared to be, then it is protected under Section 230. I am not a legal expert, but my understanding is that that is what it is. However, your recent actions in your updated simulcasting guidelines are leading me to believe otherwise. Let us read your new and updated simulcasting guidelines. Here we have, I'm going to just read out their text. Sorry about the brightness. Simulcasting guidelines. We believe in giving you the freedom to simultaneously stream on other services, but we also want to ensure that the Twitch user experience is not compromised. To that end, the following guidelines have been established. You ensure that the quality of Twitch users' experience of your simulcast is, at minimum, no less than the experience on other platforms or services, including by your engagement with the Twitch community, for example, via chat. You should not provide links or otherwise direct your community to leave Twitch for your simulcast on other services because we value the community on Twitch and the integral role community engagement plays for all Twitch users. You do not use third-party services that combine activity from other platforms or services on your Twitch stream during your simulcast, such as merging chat or other features, to ensure the Twitch community is included in the entirety of the live experience of your live stream. If you fail to adhere to the simulcast guidelines, Twitch will send you a warning prior to taking any enforcement action. With that being read, Twitch, I ask you again, are you a platform or are you a publisher? If you are a platform, then by no means are any of these rules legal, because what this is monopolistic behavior. Comcast is not allowed to ban advertisements for Verizon in the channels that run in their TV networks because Comcast is a platform. It is a provider. You, Twitch, are a provider. You provide the service of the platform in which people can create their own channels from which they stream and they make content for other people. This content is not created by Twitch, and I understand that there are obligations for Twitch to moderate and to censor certain types of content, such as illegal behaviors, which is reasonable and good by law. However, these measures are completely unreasonable. These measures are completely anti-competitive, and they are completely monopolistic. These go against, in my understanding, I am not a legal expert, so if anybody has any better legal expertise in this aspect, I call upon them to check on Section 230 on whether or not this could be done and on antitrust laws. Because, in my opinion, this goes against the spirit of a free and fair market. This is not a good look. Not only is it a good look, it makes you come across as petulant, jealous, controlling, and petty. What do you mean I am not allowed to acknowledge the people in my multicast? I stream on 3 platforms because you are not reliable. I stream on 3 platforms because you are not trustworthy. Because your double standards, well, at this point it's more than double standards as far as we know, as you do not engage, you do not apply your rules evenly, and you do not You do not treat your streamers equally. The community that you are claiming in these rules you are trying to protect is a community that it seems you are trying to contain, which is a very, very different thing to do. You asking me to not even acknowledge, you're starting by asking me to segregate my communities as if this is the 1930s, as if this is the 1850s. I don't want to do such a thing. I like it when people have options, and apparently you do not. Just because you are not and you do not have confidence in your product does not mean that neither should anyone else, and does not give you the right to engage in monopolistic practices. So with that said, I call upon anybody watching this video, I am recording this to be released later on, to just ask the question, is Twitch a platform or a publisher? We have had many conversations on what the implications are for these platforms if they were to become publishers. I am not going to go into too much detail into those, but basically, if Twitch admits that you are a publisher, therefore you are assuming the Section 230 protections being void, and therefore you void them and you assume responsibility, legal responsibility and liability for everything that goes wrong in this platform. Right now, you are not. You are able to brush off anything that any one creator does as this is just part of the platform. They are their own separate entity. But if you are a publisher, that means that you are legally liable for everything that happens. And I'm not the one you need to be worried about. I am merely acknowledging that I stream on other platforms. You have way bigger problems than me. More terroristic problems than me at this point. Your standards are not bearable. They are not sustainable. You need to revise these at all costs, and you need to completely overhaul your enforcement procedures. So Twitch, are you a platform or are you a publisher? Thank you for watching. That's the video. Let me catch up with the chat.